Are you born a sociopath or do you become one? So I'm in the firm belief that anyone with factor 1 traits, which is the callousness, the grandiosity, the glibness, the charm, that's all born. You're born with that. And that's where the distinction comes in between sociopathy and psychopathy. So psychopathy is based on the Hare checklist, which is the work of a clinical psychologist who is Canadian. And so there's a lot of traits that can be ascribed to factor 1 versus...
Okay, first of all, Michael Jackson, why are we interviewing her?
Usually because we don't have the same stress response as other people, and we're calm when we even get like almost hit by a car, like I was the other day.
Bro, she didn't get hit by no fucking car, bro.
When you know
What the fuck? Who gave her a mic, bro? Dude, nephew, it's your Uncle Lou, and I'm coming at you with something that you know I gotta get into. Now, this video right here coming from Lad Bible Stories. Sociopaths. What do you know about the word sociopath? Do you know anybody that's a sociopath? Are you yourself a sociopath? Have you self-diagnosed yourself as such? Well, in this video right here, we got a diagnosed sociopath who explains life without empathy, guilt, or remorse. And this seems like a recurring show that they have on their channel called Honesty Box. And you know, the video link will be down in the description. Just make sure you leave a like for the algorithm, and Uncle Lou. Make sure you share the video with somebody that's right next to you. Then hit that subscription with that notification muscle, because we're going up in 2026. And I appreciate you if you still tapped into this shit. Now, without further ado, niece and nephew, it's your Uncle Lou. Lou.
So no, I've never wanted to kill cats. And I'm going to be specific there, not cats. There are things I've done in my childhood, but never to cats.
Oh, snap.
I'm Kanika, the diagnosed sociopath, and I'm here to answer questions from the Honesty Box.
Come to our macaroni party, then we take a nap. Oh my God.
What is your personal definition of a sociopath? Well, to me, a sociopath is someone who has been diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder and has specific antisocial behaviors. I would say a sociopath is someone who does not have empathy, who does not have remorse, and doesn't have guilt. I personally don't think that there's any room in society for guilt because it's just a useless emotion.
And the clinical diagnosis, does that differ from that?
Sociopathy is not a medical term. So when people talk about it, it's usually informal. I know I use it informally. It doesn't have it is not in the DSM. You need to be diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, which is characterized by a lack of empathy, guilt, and remorse.
All right, a couple of things before we go any further. The whole, if you're not diagnosed, that to me is like, yes, you're seeing clinical professionals, which hopefully you are. But if you're just having somebody tell you what you are so you can kind of sit within that and be comfortable within that box, then that's kind of on you, because I know people that they fight their way through whatever they're dealing with every single day. Now, granted, each different mental health situation is different, but in this particular instance, it sounds like you might have more of a grip on life than you think, especially with it was something she said, there's no room for guilt. That might not be sociopathic. You can't feel guilty because you really don't owe nobody shit. You don't owe nobody nothing. Not a damn thing. Zero, zilch, nothing.
A lot of people claim to be sociopaths and they think, oh, I've done bad things before. Am I a sociopath? And the answer is no. Most of you still have empathy, guilt, and remorse. And what?
What the fuck did she do? Did she ever kill somebody or something? What the fuck? Shit, like, bro, you act like people never done fucked up shit. I'm pretty sure somebody can look in their life and be like, damn, bro, I wish I never did that. Like, there's things that I freaking beat myself up in my head about to this day, which carries me into the person that I've become and still am becoming. But to act like there aren't people that got shit going on with themselves is kind of naive.
I like to call it conscience. We don't have that. Are you born a sociopath or do you become one? So I'm in the firm belief that anyone with factor 1 traits, which is the callousness, the grandiosity, the glibness, the charm, that's all born. You're born with that. And that's where the distinction comes in between sociopathy and psychopathy. So psychopathy is based on the Hare checklist, which is the work of a clinical psychologist who is Canadian. And so there's a lot of traits that can be ascribed to factor one versus...
Okay, first of all, Michael Jackson, why are we interviewing her? Why is she getting interviewed right now? Am I tripping? If she is a sociopath, it doesn't make sense to interview a socio. You should interview an expert. You shouldn't interview the actual sociopath itself unless you're going to give us insight. You're giving them questions and they're going to answer it as if they're some sort of expert and they're knowing. And people that don't know as much, they're just going to tap into the shit and think that they're picking up on fucking game. Whole time she could be trying to manipulate people. Fuck.
Factor two.
Annie, are you okay? Say, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
So factor one is when you don't commit like crimes out of passion. You don't react out of heat, out of anger in the moment. You react out of coldness and a long calculated strategy. And that's what I believe I have. The thing is I'm not impulsive and reckless. I am when it comes to adventures. I am not when it comes to revenge and plots. I can spend a year, 2 years working on a plot to get back at somebody. I do not get into fistfights. I do not get aggressive. I do not do things that will cost me my freedom, my life, and my social circle.
That's a lie. Put her in prison. If she's planning that damn long, bro, I'm not. Who stays mad that long? The fuck is wrong with you? You said a year, 2 years plan. Bro, by the time I pull off and go to where the fuck I need to go to, maybe lift a weight or two, I feel different about whatever the fuck I was feeling. Damn, maybe she is crazy.
How can you spot
right.
a sociopath?
I am crazy.
The funny thing is, people think sociopaths are going to be scary in person, that they're, there's a distinction between them and other people. The truth is, there really isn't. What I notice in a fellow sociopath is the eyes. The eyes are pretty soulless. If you see me get angry, you will see my eyes become soulless. But I personally had to teach.
You're not even angry right now, and your eyes don't even look like they belong to your person. Like, if that makes sense to anybody that's watching, you hopefully you get what I'm saying. Her eyes, they're not belonging to her. She's not really looking.
Myself
they're just there
because I was freaking people out, and so that's something that you will notice. The ability to hold eye contact for as long as possible. Usually because we don't have the same stress response as other people. We're also very calm in tough situations, and we're calm when we even get like almost hit by a car, like I was the other day. My heart rate did not go up at all. So
bro, she didn't get hit by no fucking car, bro. What the fuck? Who gave her a mic, bro?
There's someone who is exceptionally calm, exceptionally good in stress. It's highly likely that they could be a sociopath. Do you have friends? I'm a sociopath. I'm not like a serial killer, okay? Of course I have friends. Like,
her friends watching this right now with so much shock.
You think I'm like AI or something? I have so many friends. I've had long-term friends. I've had people who I find to be disposable. And so I'll get rid of them when they stop having a use. But my real friends who are within the core, they get the best friendship imaginable. Like, I will do anything for these people. But where you'll lose me is consistency. And so whoever falls off based on that, I understand. I'd be annoyed too.
Bro, she act like she's the only thing that exists in life. Bro, people have shit that's going on. It's one thing if you're 16 years old or you're 19 years old, but if you're somebody out in this world and you're actually trying to make it, doing things in life, bro, time is just not gonna be in your control. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. You will not have control of all of your time. And I'm not gonna say that's okay, because it pisses me off. Because I should be here with y'all all the time. But a motherfucking job want to make me important and shit. I hate that shit. What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we really doing, bro? If we really... let me not even go in. Marlo, am I tripping?
I like someone who is going to be loyal, who will not generally start fights or create a hierarchy within the friendship circle. I don't like hierarchies in those social settings. I need someone who is willing to be there for me at 2 a.m. like I'm there for them at 2 a.m. What percentage?
Listen, I used to be that way, like the whole you could hit me at 2 a.m. Matter of fact, you can still call me if you genuinely want advice. Like, I'm there. 2 a.m. is fucking crazy. God damn.
Bro, I'm really about to get your pickle chin.
You're telling me be up at 2 a.m. You're not up at 2 a.m., baby. If you answer my call at 2 a.m., just best believe I'm dropping off the package. I'm dropping off the package. If you're not related to me and you're picking up my phone call at 2 a.m., the worst thing in the world better had happened to me. Because if not, you're getting this delivery. I'm sorry.
Of the population has ASPD. I believe it's approximately 1 to 4% of the population has ASPD. And I would say it's probably more than that because women are very underrepresented. And that's probably because our acts are not usually violent because we are small. We don't have the same advantages of men in that domain.
Is there an even gender split?
No, absolutely not. Men are far more likely to be sociopathic. Men are far more likely to be psychopathic. Men are far more likely to be violent, to be aggressive, and to have the physical size in order to assert that dominance. Whereas women just don't have that.
I'm not saying that she's wrong. I'm just saying state your source. Like, state your source. So, too many times people out here just say things willy-nilly. And you could say the eye test, oh, men are naturally more strong, men are naturally coming off more. That's not always the case. State your source. Because even your statistics are going to be skewed to me. I made a video a few days ago on TikTok talking about where do people get statistics from? Because I'm not sitting here doing polls. Do you do polls every day? These statistics pop up out of nowhere and they know what's going on in these world. Where the fuck are people taking these random ass polls? I need to know. I don't want to miss out. I don't want to. Didn't they used to do a census? Oh my God. I'm spitting too hard right now.
Best way of dealing with a sociopath. Okay, so this depends on whether you are dealing with a bad sociopath who you want to get rid of versus someone you want to keep. So if you want to get...
She is the manipulative one. She said, why would you even want to keep
rid of a sociopath? What you have to do is become exceptionally boring. We cannot tolerate it. We honestly cannot tolerate boredom. So the minute you start being less interesting to us, we'll lose. Like, we'll drop you. You could become very needy, very clingy, very dull, ugly, gain some weight. That sort of stuff will make us lose interest in you. We are so bored as a baseline. If you bore us even more, we're gonna cut you real quick. Like, you'll be out of here in no time.
When you say bored as a baseline, what do you mean by that?
So I get bored basically just existing. So I don't necessarily feel boredom in the way a child would, but I feel this like sense of restlessness or agitation when I'm not actively a part of something that's going to bring me success or bring me fun. So that's when I start spending wild amounts of money, going on trips I never planned earlier, just forgetting medications and deciding to stop taking them because it's inconvenient going to a pharmacy. That boredom really gets in your bones, and then you just have to do something about it. So
I'm getting scared watching this shit. I'm not sociopathic. I'm just not, bro. But she just making too much fucking sense sometimes. I'm not saying the whole time. I'm just saying sometime. Because the boredom, I feel her with the sense of the consistent. You have to be consistent yourself. And people don't like doing the boring things, the mundane tasks. That's the thing that gets you to the next level, just in life. No matter what it is. If you feel like you want to get to the next, you have to do the same thing every fucking time. Point blank period. There's no secret. You just got to do that. Now, where the boredom aspect, like, damn, maybe she might be on to something. Now, I don't know about like saying people boring me. Like, I don't need people to fucking entertain me. Like, that might be the difference between me and most people. But
it's already so bad. When you exacerbate it, of course we're going to get rid of you. Did you want to kill cats as a child? No, I don't think I've ever wanted to kill cats. I adore cats. I have 4 Persian cats. So no, I've never wanted to kill cats. And I'm going to be specific there, not cats. There are things I've done in my childhood, but never to cats.
To dogs?
Do you want to elaborate or no?
She crazy. She freaked out too. She probably done some crazy shit.
I was a very violent child. I didn't carry that out past approximately 12. And let's just say in India, when I visited, we visit every December.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. She's fucking Indian? You lost me. I thought she was like a fucking Latina, bruh. I thought she was a Latina.
It's a lot easier to.
Yeah. Henny, are you okay? Say, Henny, are you okay? Are you okay, Henny? Henny, are you okay? Say, Henny, are you okay? Are you okay, Henny?
Get around the law.
Henny, are you okay?
It's a lot easier to get around even violence towards other people, towards animals. But it's never been cats. It never will be cats. I love cats so much.
Dog, she's sick. She's saying she done hurt everything except a cat.
What emotions do you
Read
have?
between the lines.
Again, I'm a sociopath. I'm not AI. I'm not a robot. I have all the emotions. I just don't experience empathy, guilt, or remorse. I think the strongest emotions I feel are rage, contempt. Contempt is probably
Prison.
the strongest feeling I have. Disgust. Like people could do the mildest thing and it will trigger disgust. Like most of my actions are very controlled. They're very precise and planned out. But sometimes I do have a rage attack and I worry that one day it might go too far.
What does a rage attack look like?
So I've been told that it looks like the soul has left my body. My eyes look a lot darker.
But she genuinely has not taken more pride in anything that she said throughout this whole fucking video than that right there. That she has a rage attack. And you know, and we all know people like this. You may watch this yourself and be like, I don't know nobody. And the whole time it's your ass. You take pride in being angry or like showing frustration. Like, bro, that shit's not cool. At the end of the day, people don't like being around people like that. Like, just be yourself. Even if that's who you truly are, you'll find your tribe. Because this lady, I'm sure, because looking at her ring, her finger, she got a ring on that finger. I don't know if that's a wedding ring or not, but she clearly had people that's around her.
I have previously attempted to hurt someone with a knife. I've pushed people down flights of stairs.
Why is that?
And the rage attack is kind of like just irrational. Like you can't talk me out of it. Like I need the time to calm down because if anyone is getting in the way of that, they're going to be a casualty, unfortunately.
Do you feel joy and happiness?
Yes, I do. I do feel joy. I feel happiness. I feel happy for others if they are part of that call because I see that as myself succeeding. I also do experience jealousy, like and entitlement to an extent. So it's kind of like this baseline of boredom, and then anyone can do something like that I find offensive and it will trigger contempt, and then that'll mean they're out of my life. I know a child with this. What advice can you give me in terms of care? Well, firstly, no child has antisocial personality disorder. All they can have is callous, unemotional traits and conduct disorder, which I had.
Bitch, are you a doctor? Did I miss where they said she's a doctor? You just been diagnosed with the... Oh, I didn't know this. You got know-it-all in this shit. Like, bro, you're not no fucking expert. Like, you might deal with the certain things, but you're saying we. Bro, to be honest with you, every clinical mental health disorder comes with their each and every different perk. Like, they're not all the same. It's all different.
If you have a kid who is showing the kind of callous emotional traits that you would see in a sociopath, it's very important to take that child to the right sort of therapy early. Because even when I was 21, which is when I got diagnosed, my psychiatrist, he's a forensic psychiatrist, he mainly works with prisoners, he wasn't quick to give me my label because he thought, look, you're 21, your brain's still malleable, we can kind of do what we can to negate these qualities. But eventually he just realized that it was immutable in me. It was completely immutable. There was nothing that they could do to change that. All he could do was show me how bad the prisons were in order for me to not commit strong acts of violence. But yeah, no children can have this, and no child is just a monster from childhood. Like, no child is like that. Like, even when I was 3, I mean, my mum used to call me a monster, which I thought was like quite despicable to say to a 3-year-old, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh my God, impulsive liar is a part of the symptoms too? Fuck.
And you mentioned therapy. What is the purpose of that therapy? What's the kind of end goal?
Therapy was, I don't think it was effective in, let's say, curing the sociopathy or psychopathy. It wasn't like that. It was more just managing the symptoms rather than treating them. Because the thing is with therapy, it can make you worse because it teaches you how to manipulate more effectively and which language to use to extract the most you can out of other people and still sound decent and humane while you're doing it. So I don't think therapy is necessarily effective, but it is nice to have someone who you can vent to who won't judge you, which is fun. Do sociopaths thrive in leadership positions? Yes, we do. I did exceptionally well in leadership positions, in politics, in finance. It's exactly what we were born to do. Like, we are born.
Dog, this makes so much fucking sense. The amount of fucking managers that I've had that just have this way of thinking. Oh my God. Oh, this makes too much fucking sense. Of course, they're all sociopaths. They think they're all hot shit.
I believe,
Oh,
because we are not encumbered by like
we are legion.
ills of society, the societal norms. We don't have to follow those. And when we're given power, we use it properly. And we create the most successful businesses. We lead people far better than other people can lead people. We can make the decisions that would cripple empaths. Like, we are able to do things that will create profits no matter whose neck we have to step on. And that's really what you need in these positions. And I think also it's a constructive way to use what our nature gave us.
Do you think a lot of world leaders are sociopaths or something?
Look at
Oh, 100%, 100%. I don't necessarily want to get sued, but let me just say a lot of world leaders are very sociopathic, if not full-blown antisocial personality disorder. What stops you from acting out when someone like Bundy didn't? So
What?
Bundy had the privilege of when someone like Bundy.
What stops you acting out when someone like Bundy didn't? Are you trying to say Bundy didn't stop acting out? Because nothing stopped Bundy? Is that what you're saying? Or are you trying to say Bundy never acted out?
So Bundy had the privilege of existing in the 1970s when surveillance wasn't a thing, and we didn't have Uber, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Meta, like, tracking our every movement. When the police didn't understand how DNA worked, that was something that Bundy was very, very privileged to have. Unfortunately, now one thing.
That is bullshit. Bundy got caught. And I know Bundy didn't get caught by some ultra sophisticated system, but he still got caught. I'm sorry.
Is I don't have the size advantage. Like, I would have to do something very stealthy if I'm trying to get rid of somebody, whereas a man can use physical strength to overpower somebody, which I think Bundy he had the freedom to do it. He had the motive to do it. That was the only thing that really gave him joy, whereas I can get joy out of other domains, even if it means like toning down my sadism. I can still get joy from other things that I do, which I think the ones who are very violent and it's tied to their sexuality, it's kind of like they go to a certain level and they just can't come back. And so I always try to understand where that threshold is for me and understand that if I go past that, I'm going to throw my entire life away. And I can throw minor things away. Like, I can throw away a year or like 2. But if I commit an act of brutality, there's like a 99% chance I will get caught because I'd be sloppy. Like, Bundy himself is also sloppy. But a lot of...
She's 99% committed a crime. Just as heinous as she's describing. You can't convince me that she's been close, has committed, has been in the realm of the possible. She's done something of the sorts. Like, this lady is not fucking
Them
around.
weren't. A lot of them were clean about what they did. And even if they weren't, like, no one was going to catch them. Whereas for me, I'd get caught real quick. So I don't have that luxury. I don't have the strength luxury, and I don't have the ability to spend a long time incarcerated. And I understand where my threshold is, and clearly a lot of these people didn't, especially Bundy.
Do you think what he did was wrong?
Yes, I do think what he did was wrong. I do think he deserved the death penalty, and I do think he could have never been rehabilitated. I believe that he would have tried to escape again. Ted took such joy in taking people's lives. Yeah, he said that he felt like God when he did it. So there's no fixing that, unfortunately.
Fixing what? What are we fixing? Let's say that was somebody else. Let's say that it wasn't even Bundy. Let's say it was somebody else completely. And they went and created the same mass hysteria behind all these violent acts that they've done. They still did it. There's no, oh, he can change, and countless of people, countless of victims. There were countless of chances to stray away from that. You know how many billions of people are on this globe that don't do that? Now, granted, there's so many people that do that don't get accounted for, but there's a lot of average Joes out here.
If sociopaths ran the world, what would get better? Our transport systems, they'd be a lot faster. We would get to where we need to be because we have to backstab some people on time. We would be excellent surgeons, so hospitals would be of the highest quality if you could afford to go, because we just want to have material gain. We want to have material gain, we want to have social dominance, we want to live in a world that worships the kind of people that we are.
Yo, handsome Squidward over here has got it all figured out.
Bro, I'm really about to get your pickle chin ass, boy.
Because look, she is sitting here saying, we. You're not French, bitch. You're supposed to be saying, I. Because this is all you. This is how you feel. This is what you think about. Don't try to we nothing.
So we would create the most efficient but heartless city and country if we were in charge.
Do you think humanity would survive if everyone was a sociopath?
Yes, I think it would be a very productive society. It would be very streamlined. We would probably have more deaths, more murders, more violent crime.
More.
But our whole budget, it would run pretty well because we have the control, we have the desire to take as much of that profit as we can. So with everybody trying to take it, you just have to level up. And so essentially you just get leveled up the entire way up. And by that time, if your neck hasn't been stepped on, I mean, you'd feel pretty good about yourself.
Bro, how do I get on a show like this? Where did they find this lady? Does she have a platform or something? Because I know she's from overseas. It's clearly she's from somewhere I don't know, right? But like, where are they finding these people? Where are they finding these people that's just willing to openly just talk about shit like they shit don't stink? This is crazy.
And it would be so efficient. It would be so just like bliss. But people are too worried about hurting other people's emotions and using the correct words to describe people, making everyone feel included, and it's just a waste of time. Do you wish you were different? No, I like my life. I like who I am. I like how I can do things that other people would be scared to do. I like that I take risks. I like that I'm able to find connection with people in a way that they find meaningful. I'm glad that I don't have to worry about rejection, anxiety, abandonment. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck about losing people. If someone is offended by something that I do, all right, piss off. Sayonara. I don't care.
Damn, am I sociopathic? Fuck. Like, the shit she be saying sometimes really makes a lot of sense to me, because at the end of the day, like, bro, this is the only life you really got. If you truly care about getting to a certain point in life, you're gonna have to sacrifice certain things. People like to say that word sacrifice, but they don't really know what it means. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice like time that you spending with people. because it's not going to benefit you in where you're going. You get what I'm saying? So she making sense. She is making sense.
If someone thinks that that I need them to live, I will cut you off. Like I managed to cut off siblings who I lived in the same house with. Like literally, I didn't talk to my brother for about 2 years, and we lived in the same house. So it's kind of it's very freeing, and I appreciate that. I appreciate not being hung up on guilt and feeling shitty about situations I
feel
can't
guilty
change.
all the
I
time,
only
man.
think of the present. I don't think about the past. I don't think about the future. I live life properly. Have you ever been in love? I've been in love twice. I'm in love now. I think for me, love is an
Scary.
act. It's not a feeling. I will appreciate someone's value in my life, and I will decide to love them. I will do whatever's in their best interest because I see them as an extension of myself, and I would never want myself to be harmed. So if anyone with me is, attacked or bullied or treated poorly by anybody, I will be there no matter what. And yes, I would risk prison for them, because if someone's going to harm them, then I would rather neutralize that and then go to prison than allow that torment to continue. So in terms
Yeah, she's full of shit. Like I was with her up until she started adding all this extra seasoning on her fucking meat. Like she's fucking lying out her fucking teeth.
of romantic love, I think my loyalty is second to none. And if I've decided to be in a relationship with you, I will put you above all else. And I will every single day love you as an action. And I don't just do flowery words. Like I will go out and do the exact things that make that person happy. And I think it's a more effective way to
She
love
full of
than
shit.
empaths.
Can two sociopaths be in a relationship?
Yes, two sociopaths actually could be in a relationship, but they would be in a power struggle constantly and like trying to outplay each other. Or they could become notorious criminals. It's kind of like one of two options.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
How manipulative are you? I am the
We just
most
watched it.
manipulative person you will ever meet. Like I am so good at it. I don't mean to boast, but like my manipulations are so fantastic. And I can lie better than I would say anybody. I would pass a lie detector test so easy.
Bitch, you just lied to everybody that watched this video for fucking 18 minutes and 37 seconds. And you didn't fool fucking me at all. And the fact that you...
The lies are what makes the sociopath. The lies are the only things keeping us going. Okay? We are so good at lying. That's like our number one hobby, our number one skill. Lying is it's like breathing oxygen. Because it's not a lie if you believe it.
Have you lied during this interview?
That's dumb.
No, unfortunately I have been honest.
Lie.
As goes with the territory, I was informed that I need
She's fucking lying. Holy shit.
to answer honestly.
The biggest misconception about psychopaths, definitely, is that they're all really clever. That is not true. You almost always see that they have a below average IQ. Yes, they're manipulative, but they're often also quite bad at being manipulative.
She might be on to something, because that's exactly what the fuck we just watched. We might have to check that one out. If this video right here get 10 likes, I'll go ahead and watch that one. But this is the thing with having manipulative people that think they know it all. Why are you sitting here giving her that much of a platform so she could spew all her stupid rhetoric as much as she normally would? The more than she normally would. I don't know this lady from a can of paint. I don't know if she has a following already. I don't know where they find her. I don't know if she's an actor or, an actress. I don't know where they find these people, right? But all I know is they presented her in this light. And from what I was able to see from this lady, she put on an act every single second of the day. She's sitting there, oh, did you lie at all during it? Of course you lied. Bro, that's a lie just to say you didn't lie. Man. Annie, are you woke?
Good gas in the lean just to put me to sleep. My bitch, she a girl, so she love when I'm geek. Wild and out, how I be conceited. DJ D-Rec, how I cut to the beat.